Hi, good afternoon. This is Mike Carson with Mike's RC channel. Sorry if my jaw's a little swollen. I had jaw surgery and it looks like I'm storing nuts up in here, and I'm going to be talking a little weird. So today what I want to do is give my overall review and impression of the Precision Aerobatics AMR 60. This is one of my latest builds over the winter time, and now that I've had several flights enter and whatnot, let's go over what we've done. So this is the Ultimate AMR 60. It's a biplane, obviously. I changed the prop. I put a carbon fiber prop on it. I have an Avion ESC in here, and I have a Spectrum AR637T for my receivers. So I have Spectrum equipment in it. And then what I do is I did a little extra stuff. I put I wrapped the wiring and everything, tried to make that all pretty and everything. So, and then in the front and the air baffles, I painted those, painted the motor box so that way when you look inside of it, it all looks nice and even and whatnot. So putting the plane together was actually better than some of the PA planes that I've put together before. Everything did seem to go together pretty good. One of the first things that I do is I like to go in here to all of these joints, every single joint, and this is on extreme flight, this is on no matter what it is. Even if I get a plane from Horizon Hobby, Balsa, I will reinforce these joints, CA and or two-part epoxy, or both, depending on what I'm doing. And then from there, the build was actually pretty straightforward. As with any other Precision Aerobatics plane, PA plane, they really, the tolerances are pretty tight. So you do end up doing a lot of things like a lot of cutting and shaving and all of that. So especially back when you have to install your hinges, 9 times out of 10 I've had to widen the slots to get everything to fit properly. Same thing with this. Putting on the tail section was fairly straightforward. This time was a little easier. Cutting this little piece out here, getting this in here. So keep in mind that when you put your tail section on, what you want to do is you want to put your wings on, and then I like to measure from here to here, or from here to here, preferably from here, right here to here. Make sure that my measurements are close, if not exact, so that way I know that my wings and everything are all in alignment. Some of the little things that I like to do is not only will I glue two-part epoxy, the carbon fiber rod, into the little place here, I will also put two layers of heat shrink over it, one smaller over here and then a larger one over that. I think it just holds it better, and also it gives it a little more finished look to it. So flying this airplane, I don't have my rates set very high. They're actually very low. I'm only flying at, for my IMAC and pattern, 20 maybe. No, actually I'm flying at 30%. About 20-25% expo, depending on what I want to do. 3D, I generally do about 50%, and 100% I use for taxiing. She flew exceptionally well, as with most PA planes. Very little trimming is needed. So just a few clicks of elevator and ailerons, and she was actually ready to go. I've programmed in some rudder aileron mix to help me through some of the other maneuvers and turning and all of that. What I do on a Precision Aerobatics airplane is where the landing gear comes in through here. What I like to do is I like to beef up inside here, where everything comes through and attaches. The reason I do that is because I find that if you look at these clips that are like on the inside, you'll see a lot of them that are kind of pushed in. Precision Extreme Flight and I can't get that, but Extreme Flight and everything has those as well. Those little things tend to pop out quite a bit, really, and it's a pain in the butt to get in there and to work on it. So what I do before I get everything together is I reinforce it, and then what I do is I take it a step further. I put some longer screws in there with some washers and a lock washer and a nut on the inside, so that way I can get at it, get it apart, so that way when that thing does pop out, which I know it will, I can get everything out. So flying it was actually very nice, very little trimming. On this particular one, even my coverings and everything came pretty much perfect out of the box. What is nice is that PA put the sealing on this aileron for us. That was pretty nice. And then, you know, you have to do your own aileron rudder and all that. So all in all, it's a great solid little airplane. I put in my my Spectrum AR 637T. Of course, I programmed safe. Why, I have no idea. I have an Avion ESC in there. For giggles, I put in throttle reverse. Why, I don't know. I figured, what the hell, why not? So that's the Ultimate AMR 60 from Precision Aerobatics. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment. And as always, try and hit that like button and subscribe.